Hi everyone, this is our make and take for April 2022 on Friday. And these are the products that were used to make it. We used the Rubbernecker grass dye, Echo Park puffy stickers. On the cover I only used the heart. The New Day paper collection, and we used the 4x4 cut-aparts. A Simple Stories Snap Flip Book. Sizzix sculpting foam. And Silly Winks foam sheets. So to get started, what you will need is your book, the sticker sheet from the paper collection, the papers that are in your make and take, and this is the 4x4 cutout from the paper collection. So to get started, we're going to take our flip book and open up the binder clips. Take this off. And we're going to take our pages out. And the metal piece out. And this is what we're going to build our page on. Now if you don't want to do it on your book, you can do it on a piece of paper. And the size dimension is approximately 7 3/4 by 8 3/4. The supplies that you need to make it are some foam squares. I use double-sided sticky tape, foam, your Nuvo glue, a scissors, a piercing tool, tweezers, Sharpie, and I used it. This is a Stampin' Up! Tag punch. So let's get started. Take our papers out of here. You will not need the string. The string is for if you do the bonus class. You will also need your flowers. They're also in this kit. Here's an assortment. Your flowers may be different. What we're going to do is heat them up slightly. It is sculpting foam, except for the fun foam. And it just makes a little curve to them, like this. So I don't know how well you can see these on the camera. But to do this, we're going to take our flowers and our piercing tool and a heat gun. So the piercing tool is only to hold our flower so it doesn't fly away. The heat gun, once it gets hot, only takes about 5 seconds to heat up the flower. The flower will shrink and then you'll be able to form it slightly. So I'm just waiting for my heat tool to get hot. And if you place this more so at the center, and I'm going to let it shrink a little bit because I don't want it quite this large of a flower. And when it comes off, you can cup it a little bit. So it looks like that. So you do that to all your flowers. And then we're going to set them aside to cool off. I've pre-done some flowers here so it wouldn't take time. So again, I will set this aside for them to cool. Okay, now we're back to our book. This first sheet is going to be placed right up against this black. And I'm going to take my tape. You can use any adhesive that you like. Press this right up against your edge and lay it down. Now my paper is a bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that now. Then I'm going to take my punch here, put my paper in, turn it over to make sure it's squared up there properly, and punch. Now if you don't have one of these punches, you can go ahead and just cut that piece out. This piece gets laid on here about like so. So we'll put some adhesive on there. And this piece gets centered on your blue dot. You can kind of line up those dots there to make sure it's straight. Actually, I think I want it up just a little bit. Press that down and trim the excess. Then we need our pink piece of paper. And again, we're going to cut this. And this does not have a guide for this small of a piece, so I need to decide where it goes with my eyes and cut that. And then again, put tape on this. This one I want to make sure it goes all the way to the end because I don't want it coming off later or curling up. this one I'm going to place about like so. That's probably a smidge bigger than 1/4 inch right there. Next, I need my square blue piece and this piece. And this is going to be put in here so that it's got the same dimension here. It's about 1/8 inch. Actually, what I want to do is pop this piece up. So this is just some wide foam that I had in my stash. Put that on there. And then I'm going to put and this we want the piece, this one's 5 this way and 5.5 this way. Again, we want these 3 sides to be pretty equal. That up. Apply your tape. And this I want approximately there. And you can use, oh, I need it up a little higher. You can use the lines of your book to place it in the right position. Then I'm going to take my green piece and that gets laid right up here. So it pretty much comes right up to the bottom of your blue. Just lay it on like that. Then we need this strip. And we're not going to use the whole strip. We need, oops, about 5 3/4 inches. So we can come to about here. Personal preference, which way you go. I liked this flower at the end and that flower better than the other end. But if you like the purple, go for it. And then what I did is fussy cut around this one. And then this is going to be popped up slightly. And that gets placed like so. Then you have your grass piece. I'm going to want that the length it is. So go ahead and take that out. And at the end, you need to clip it. And then I wanted my grass to have a little fluff to it. So just kind of do that. And then let's use some of this foam tape. That's a strip. I just put that along the bottom edge here. And that goes right over that like so. Where do I want it? Let's put it like there. Now you're going to need your other stickers. And that's going to be your 2 birds, which are right here. Now I don't like all that white showing, so I trimmed around it. As you can see here, I did leave some white, but just not quite so much. And I popped him up. covered up the other bird. Then I'm going to take the pink bird and do the same thing. And we need our plant smiles. Again, popped up from behind. But I only put the pop on this end. This I kept just flat. And it's going to go in. My flowers are really stuck. There we go. And it's going to go in about like so. Then we have our tags at the top. One of the back one was used from ephemera, but I'm going to use this one instead. And this first one we're going to place right on the book. Then we'll get the green one. And I'm going to pop that one up. And because this one was a little smaller, I did move it down a little bit there. And then we're going to put that on a little bit of an angle. And then we need the yellow one. And that one I just placed right on the green. Put that on straight. Then we need our puffy stickers, and I'm only using the heart. Put that like that. Now we just have to add our flowers. So these you can put wherever you feel like you would like a flower. And there, it's complete. I hope you enjoyed making this project.